Welcome, welcome back, one and all. Thank you so much for joining us here on Gameyard TV for yet another video. Now, in this video, we will be looking on in two things, right? We will be looking back on, Andre Russell's career, some notable performance. As you know, Andre Russell will be playing his two last T20 international for the West Indies at Sabina Park on July 20, that's Sunday coming, and also on July 22. And then he will, announce his retirement from international cricket. And also, we will be looking on the squad that would have been selected to play in the 5-match T20 series against the Australians. Now, I just want to, say that, Andre Russell has been a really good player for the West Indies for, a career that spanned over 15 years. And he would have played, combined about 140 matches for the West Indies. And I mean, Andre Russell is known for his explosiveness, given that, he tend to, his role basically in the side is to put pressure on the opponents and to finish games. Now, one of Andre Russell's, even though Andre Russell would have been known, for his T20 performance, but one of his iconic innings for me was that 92 not out that he would have made against India. I mean, even though, India would have chased down the total, but one of his iconic innings I can remember was that, 2011 ODI against India, where West Indies would have been, at 96 for 7, right, when Russell came to the wicket, and he scored an unbeaten 92 from 64 deliveries with 8 fours and 5 towering sixes. I think that innings was really a game changer. It was laced, with boundaries. And as it relates to, T20, last year he would have made a 71 against Australia, February of last year, and at Perth it was an unbeaten 71 from 29 deliveries, right? Striking at 244, right? That was another, magnificent innings. He hit 4 and 7 sixes, and he would have helped the West Indies to post 220, and West Indies would have won that match by 37 runs. That was another, iconic innings as well. We remember 51 against England, and also another 51 against Australia in 2021, right? 51 from 28 deliveries against Australia, and also 51 of 25 deliveries against England, right? And also he would have made a 64 against South Africa. It was an unbeaten 64 from 40 deliveries, and he took also a wicket in that match. His knock helped West Indies to chase down 263 with just one wicket to spare. Right, so those are some of the iconic innings that Andre Russell would have played. And if you can remember, Andre Russell has a knock, for taking wickets. I mean, even though sometimes he may go for some runs, but he has a knock of taking wickets. I just want to, add my quote of thanks to Andre Russell for, the joy that he would have, brought to the region in terms of the way he would have played his cricket. He is someone who gave 150%, 200% on the field. He's always in the game. He's fielding it. He's as a big fellow. He is really quick in the field, right? Diving around, stopping boundaries, taking brilliant catches. He's someone you cannot keep out the game once he's on the field. And so I just want to say thanks to Andre Russell. And as a yard man, big up yourself, Russell. You know, uh, as you transition to another phase of life, hope that you will be successful as well, and you would have been an inspiration to a lot of young fellow young folks in the region and also in the world. So yeah, man, thanks again for the service that you have given to this region, and we really appreciate all the work that you have done to help West Indies cricket to where it is right now. All right, so with that said, I think I also want to make the point, because West Indies has been doing something, or even Darren Sammy and his staff. They have been doing some things which they are not really, let me rephrase it this way. I think Darren Sammy and his team need to be consistent in whatever they are doing. And I'm going to say, the reason why I said this, because I have no issue with Andre Russell. Andre Russell is a Jamaican. I am a Jamaican, right? But I like to see when things are done, consistently. And Darren Sammy would have allowed Andre Russell to play his last 2 games in front of his home crowd, and I do not, disagree with what he has done. But the issue that I have with the decision is that, we did not do the same for Kemar Roach, and that could have been done in the first Test match, right? We should have allowed Kemar Roach. If we are, moving on from Kemar Roach, which they actually did, right? We should have allowed Kemar Roach to play his last, Test match in front of his home crowd, right? Because we have allowed Andre Russell now to do that. Why is it we could not allow Kemar Roach as a legend of the game? And these are some of the decisions that I have issues with Darren Sammy and his team, right? You would have interviewed, right, Da Silva and some of the other guys, for leadership position in the Test team, right? But they were good enough to be interviewed for the captaincy, but they were not good enough to be included in the squad. These things does not make sense, right? And so we have to be consistent in terms of the decisions that we are making. That's all I will say in relation to that. We have to be consistent, right? Because when you look on the line of decisions, some of them just not consistent with other decisions that would have been made, right? All right, so that's all I will say on that. But even though we have issues here and there with decisions made by Cricket West Indies, or even the head coach and his team, we still have to give the team 100% of our support, right? So the squad would have been named yesterday, and I think it is a squad that I think it did not change much when you compare that squad against the England squad. I would not compare it against the Ireland squad, because we know that because the Test team was the Test series was coming up, some of the players had to come back to the West Indies to go into that camp in Barbados. So I know that the Ireland squad would have been kind of a makeshift squad, for want of a better word. So I think the true squad, right, is would have been that squad that would have been selected for England. And so the only change that I would have seen with regards to the England squad would have been Johnson Charles would have been omitted, and Joel Andrew would have, been inserted for him, right? And then they would have added Jedediah Blades to the squad, right? So it was a 15-man squad that would have gone to England. Now it is a 16-man squad that they would have selected for this home series against Australia. I suspect that Jedediah Blades was selected just to, gain some experience at this level, because I think Jedediah Blades is a really, really good prospect for West Indies white ball cricket, right? For now, I'm not sure if, over time he can be, used for our test squad as well, but he has been bowling really well, and I think he has a knack for taking wickets in the power play. And if you would have watched that breakout league, those 10 wickets that he would have taken in the league, most of them came in the power play. He has a knack for early strike, and that is something that I really admire about Jedediah Blades. And you know that he bowl left-handed, so he exploit angles that the right-hand bowlers would not be able to exploit in the game. So that's a good addition. And also I hope West Indies are keeping tabs on Nathan Edwards. He has been bowling really well. He is someone that we need to keep our eyes on as well. And we know that Kelvin Pittman would have taken some wickets in that emerging series as well against Sri Lanka. But stay tuned, I will be doing a video on the emerging series. Now, so with that said, I'm going to just share with you the squad that would have been named for the T20 international against Australia. As you know, it's 5 T20 matches. 2 will be played at Sabina Park in Jamaica on the 20th and the 22nd of July, and the other 3 will be played at Warner Park in St Kitts on the 25th, the 26th and the 28th of July. Now, so the squad reads Shea Hope as captain, Joel Andrew, Jedediah Blades, Ruston Chase, Matthew Ford, Shimranet Maya, Jason Holder, Akil Hussain, Alzarri Joseph, Brandon King, Evan Lewis, Budakish Moti, Ravman Powell, Andre Russell, Sherfian Rutherford, and Romario Shepherd. Let me repeat. Shea Hope as captain, Joel Andrew, Jedediah Blades, Ruston Chase, Matthew Ford, Shimranet Maya, Jason Holder, Akil Hussain, Alzarri Joseph, Brandon King, Evan Lewis, Budakish Moti, Ravman Powell, Andre Russell, Sherfian Rutherford, and Romario Shepherd. I think this squad, Darren Sammy would have been settled with this squad for some time now, so I did not expect any wholesale change in this T20 squad. And as you know, that he keep reiterating that we are building for the 2026 World Cup, and I think the retirement of Andre Russell would have come at a surprise to me, because I'm sure that he would have said he wanted to play the 2026 World Cup. I'm not sure what would have pushed him to make such a decision, given that he would have said that he wanted to play the 2026 World Cup. Not sure if that knee injury that he has over the years hacked up. I'm not sure, but I am certain that he would have mentioned that he wanted to play the World Cup next year. But I think these we have some competent players in our T20 squad who can carry on the performance at this level. Yeah, so I mean, I think the team has been playing really well over the past few years. I mean, separate and apart from that, series loss against Bangladesh at home late last year, especially at home, the team has been performing well. I think we would have our main concern, would have been when we play away from home, right? Even though we would have, won the series against Ireland 1-0 in recent times, as you know, the first two T20s would have been rained out. We were beaten badly by England 3-0, right? And we were beaten by Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka last year as well, 2-1. I think we lost that series. And also, I mean, we would have won against South Africa last year at home. I think we won that series 2-1 as well. So, and I think they have been playing some really good T20 cricket. And I hope that they will continue in this series. I think we will be coming up against Australia, and the two first games playing at Sabina Park will be playing under light. So we would have seen how the pink ball play under light. I'm not sure. The white ball doesn't swing as much as the pink and the red ball, so I'm not sure how the white ball will behave under the lights. That there are some uncertainty there, but I expect the boys to come out and to put on a good show, and I think we are still trying to digest that 27 all out, but I think the boys will pick up themselves and to move forward, right? We may say that the white ball team is a different team, but I mean they are still West Indian, and I am sure that they still feel a bit disappointed with that performance by the test team. So I expect the T20 team to put up a good performance, a good competition against Australia. So alright, I think that's where I will leave it for now. Thank you so much for tuning into GameYard TV. Please remember to engage with the video. Please hit that subscribe button. Please remember to like the video, to share your comments down in the comment section, and also to share the link with your friends and families. Thanks again for watching, and please have a wonderful day.
Belo, 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 belo.